In the headlines, as schools for grade 6 and Form 5 students are all set to be reopened on Wednesday, June 3rd, the Department of Education seeks to put the minds of parents and guardians at ease. Investigations are being done into the death of a 72-year-old Bagatelle resident, and the island's chief medical officer says the Ministry of Health and Wellness is prepared for the reopening of the nation's borders. All this and more coming up in tonight's broadcast.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
It is Tuesday, the 2nd of June, 2020. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News Edition on Flow Channel 117, Kiss FM, and our Caribbean Hot FM mobile app. I'm Rochelle Gonzalez, standing in for lovely Saint Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. The Department of Education is reassuring parents and guardians of grade 6 and Form 5 students that the young ones will be well taken care of upon the return to school on Wednesday, June 3rd. The ministry is on a mission to ease the worries of parents and guardians who face sending children to school in the midst of a COVID-19 pandemic. As the days and weeks go by, the world continues to be gripped by the chokehold of the pandemic that is COVID-19. Whilst most persons have been practicing social distancing, whether willingly or not, two particular groups of students in St. Lucia will, as of Wednesday, June the 3rd, not be a part of that same setting. Permanent Secretary in the Department of Education, Michelle Charles, is hoping to calm the minds of concerned parents of grade 6s and Form 5s who will soon be returning to school on the said date, a task that she understands is easier said than done.
We wish to take this opportunity to inform parents, guardians, teachers, students, our ancillary staff, stakeholders, and all interested parties that at the Ministry of Education we have taken every precaution to ensure that with this phased reopening of schools for grade 6s and Form 5s, that everything is in place to ensure that they are going into a safe environment. We have observed all of the protocols as put in place by the Ministry of Health.
Charles emphasized that all the schools have put together their operational plans as they seek to ensure that exposure of the disease to students and staff alike is minimized. The PS said the department is taking a hands-on approach to the matter.
Over the next 2 days, on Wednesday and Thursday, all of the administrative and technical staff at the Ministry of Education, we are going to be paying visits to our various schools on island. This really is to be on the ground to lend support, provide encouragement to our teams, to our students. We're all in this together. We want to ensure that this thing succeeds. And so we're all going to be on the ground over the next 2 days, ensuring that the plans that have been put in place are being implemented effectively.
Charles said there will be special care and attention given to the children who are less fortunate. She encouraged parents and guardians of said children to come forward and ask for help. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez. Investigations are being done into the death of a 72-year-old resident of Bagatelle. The deceased was discovered by his grandson, who was summoned by neighbors. The grandson and a neighbor spoke to Hot 7 TV on the series of events that led to the discovery.
On Sunday 31st, a discovery was made of an elderly man dead in his Bagatelle home. Information from the Royal St. Lucia Police Force indicates that the deceased was 72-year-old Albert Austin. Reports say he was last seen on Friday, May 29th. The Royal St. Lucia Police Force has ruled out all forms of suspicion from the investigation. The grandson of the deceased says he made the discovery after he was alerted by neighbors that something may be amiss as a foul odor was emanating from the area.
Well, basically, I found out that my grandfather may have had haven't been seen for a couple of days. So one of the neighbors actually came to me, letting me know that to come to the house because they took a funny scent. So simply they came across, I came across, and I broke down the door in order to make sure that, you know, he was in the house. So I broke it down to make sure, and then there he was, of course, passed out on the floor.
He says the death comes as a shock as his grandfather had not been ailing and the only visible thing was a limp. A neighbor, Jermaine Winters, says he last saw Austin a week before his passing, and although he did take a foul stench emanating from the place, he never expected for it to be a dead person.
I know he does always go to church and everything, but since yesterday, When I was passing, I kind of smell. So I wondered, like, well, a small cat that died. So I said maybe that's what that smelling and different thing. But I never knew was that happened.
Austin was a carpenter by profession and lived alone at the time of his death. He was a resident of the area for over 3 decades and was well known and liked by his neighbors. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Janice Gonzalez.
The island's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Sharon Belmar-George, speaks on the move by the government of St. Lucia to reopen the nation's borders to the outside world. Dr. Belmar-George says the Ministry of Health and Wellness continues to work around the clock to contain the disease and to do all in their power to keep the island COVID-19 free.
As of June 1st, 2020, the World Health Organization reported a total of 6,057,853 confirmed cases of COVID-19 globally, with 371,166 deaths. There are now 2,817,232 confirmed cases in the region of the Americas. Test results received on Saturday, May 30th, 2020 for 44 samples were all negative. Additional test results were received on Monday, June 1st, 2020 for 28 samples, and all of these results were also negative. This week, testing will continue as a combination of community-level testing from persons seeking care at our various respiratory clinics, as well as targeted testing for frontline workers and the returning nationals from the cruise ships. To date, St. Lucia has carried out a total of 1,084 tests, of which 18 tested positive, and all have fully recovered with no COVID-19 deaths. Effective June 4, 2020, St. Lucia opens its borders to regional and international countries. The policy includes that all travelers present a negative COVID-19 test and undergo mandatory quarantine at a government institution. The Ministries of Health and Tourism will continue working together with stakeholders to coordinate this new phase of the national response to COVID-19. In addition to the Ministries of External Affairs and Tourism, they too will continue to coordinate the repatriation of nationals, which include cruise workers, students, and other nationals currently seeking to return to St. Lucia. As we prepare for the phased opening of other major sectors, the Ministry of Health will continue to guide the public on measures to reduce the transmission of COVID-19. We shall support the public with requisite guidance through our various communication platforms, as well as through our public health and primary health care team. These officers as part of the efforts to keep every citizen safe and to prevent the spread of infection. We remind every individual to continue the habits of regular hand washing with soap and water and the use of alcohol-based hand sanitizers, to cover your mouth and nose with disposable tissues or clothing when coughing or sneezing. Avoid close contact with anyone showing respiratory symptoms such as coughing and sneezing, and to wear your homemade or cloth mask whenever you're going out from home. Also maintain the 6-foot distance when in public, even while wearing the mask. Also seek medical attention if you have respiratory signs and symptoms, and refrain from touching items unless you intend to buy them when grocery shopping and otherwise. The Ministry of Health and Wellness, we will continue to provide you with regular updates on COVID-19.
With borders slated to reopen on Thursday, the 4th of June, there has been growing concern as to whether St. Lucia will see any flights landing at the airports, while a roadmap has been created to demonstrate the island's level of preparedness for June 4th. Prime Minister Alan Shasney has indicated that many airlines have postponed flights to mid-June and July.
St. Lucia is to open its borders to the international market on June 4th, 2020. However, there has been growing concern as to whether or not there will be any incoming flights to the country, given the many regulations governing whether someone can come into the country. On Tuesday, Prime Minister Alan Shasney indicated that getting flights into St. Lucia may be a tad more difficult than expected, as some airlines have postponed when they will be flying.
Right now, my understanding is that the airlines are rescheduling to restart up in July. They are restarting in the middle of June in some of the other destinations. But I want to also tell you that we are cognizant of the health of our country.
Many persons have indicated that it will be difficult, if not near impossible, to obtain a COVID-19 test within 48 hours of traveling. On Sunday, Chief Environmental Health Officer Parker Ragnanan indicated, though it may be difficult, the onus is on the traveler to present the required documents if they wish to enter the country.
The issue of getting a COVID test is a responsibility that is placed on the traveler, not on the country. The country has made this a requirement. And therefore, persons who are desirous to come to St. Lucia must get that test, and they must be in possession of a negative COVID test within 48 hours of coming to St. Lucia.
Many persons desirous of visiting St. Lucia have indicated that they will be unable to by June, either due to the fact that they cannot get a COVID-19 test done because of its scarcity in many countries, or because airlines are saying that there are no flights to St. Lucia as yet. The question now being asked is, who exactly are the borders being opened to on June 4th? Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Janine Fonta.
You're watching the Hot 7 Nightly News. Stay with us, we'll be right back.